Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Wednesday. Matt. Guess what day it is?
Every single time I forget.
Guess what day it is?
Every time I
Hump
forget.
day.
Every single time, dude. I swear, I literally forget every single time. It's not going to stop.
To be honest, I'm not going to lie. I forgot about it until I said it was Wednesday. So if you go back and listen to the intro of the show, I said Happy Wednesday, and then I went, Matt.
And the light bulb went, boing. I know what I'm doing. I keep forgetting about it every single time.
That's how it was last week, too.
I keep forgetting about it every single time.
Hello, folks. Welcome to Sports Now. Jackson Lightcap alongside Matthew Pennington. Action-packed show on the way today. The new college football playoff rankings were released. The Cincinnati Bengals, they are getting prep and ready to go for a divisional matchup tomorrow against the Baltimore Ravens. Deshaun Watson, spoiler alert later on in the show, he is now out for the season for the Cleveland Browns. So a lot to talk about here on this Wednesday with Matthew Pennington and myself. But Matt, how are you doing on this fine Wednesday?
I'm doing good, especially after last night.
I was going to say, so yesterday, as my mic continues to fall.
Now you're dealing with what I dealt with on Monday.
I think that when
Have
we
fun.
had the renovations of the table, we switched.
No, it's just because
I don't know.
It's because the mic is so far away from where the stand is on the table. When it's so far away, it just decides that it's time to start falling down. So that's what the issue is when it comes to the mic arm. But
nonetheless, so I was going to say yesterday, Matt, you and I, we had to leave the show a little bit earlier at 5:30 yesterday to get to Wittenberg University because it was our first basketball broadcast of the year. And not only was it our first basketball broadcast of the year, but Matt, it was also your NCAA debut as well.
yeah, I said it so many different times before the game. I was super, super nervous going into it, seeing as how it was first NCAA broadcast of my career. But I also was saying to myself, once you get into the flow of things, once you get into the rhythm of it, you're going to be fine. And literally about 5 minutes in, I was like, okay, why was I even nervous? It's just smooth sailing. I'm feeling pretty good right now. So I had a great time last night, hoping to get more opportunities like it because I'll tell you what, if I get another opportunity, definitely going to take it.
Absolutely, Matt. Matt, you sounded phenomenal, and I always enjoy being your partner or sitting alongside you, whether it's Friday Night Football on this show or basketball as well. And it was our first basketball broadcast together to start the new year. Plenty of more to come as well. But, Matt, it was a terrific job. I've gotten a lot of great feedback for the broadcast in general, the production side of things run by Kevin Fowler, you and both of our announcing as well. So, nonetheless, a tremendous night, a tremendous game from Wittenberg University. The Wilmington Quakers ended up taking down Wittenberg and the Tigers later in that one.
I'd hope I'd sound. I would hope I sounded good last night. That's kind of what I try to, especially when I'm only doing color. It's a little bit different when we're doing football broadcasts and I also have to run camera. I try to focus on making sure the camera work is fine and good for everybody's viewing experience during the game. But with the fact that I was just running color commentary for that game, I would hope I sounded fine last night.
Yeah, it was nonetheless a great game from Pam Evans Smith Arena. Wittenberg, they ended up dropping that one. Once again, you can go back and watch those games on demand on the TKDS Sports Network or the Wittenberg and Tigers Sports Network as well. We also announced at the very end of our show that a new partnership with Wittenberg University and the TKDS Sports Network has all games TKDS will be producing. We'll be doing some announcing as well. We'll be working with Wittenberg's talent and the TKDS Sports talent as well to bring you guys live coverage of their game on their YouTube page, Tiger Sports Network. We will also be viewing it live on any TKDS social media page. You can upgrade and pay a small price to get it live on your HD TV if you have Fire Stick or Roku TV. Not to mention the TKDS Sports Network radio app is now available on any Google Play service, I guess is the right word. Any Android phone who has, or anyone in general who has Google Play, you can get the TKDS Sports Network radio app. You can listen to every game for the TKDS Sports Network live on radio as well, including this show. And not to mention the fact that, yes, it's only for Android phones right now, but it's only a matter of time before the iPhones fall in line as well.
Hey, we just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and I'm here for every moment of it. I'm sticking around for as long as I can, and I'm enjoying the growth that we've been seeing over these past few years.
Not to mention, last night we talked about college hoops, NCAA Division III, Wittenberg and Wilmington. We also saw, beg your pardon, it's a Wednesday. We also saw some NCAA Division I action here in Dayton at the Nutter Center. Wright State, they hosted Toledo last night.
Yeah, I was talking about it yesterday being a game that this Raiders team can get some momentum, especially with some of the tough competition they've got, but 78-77 the final score. They fell just short against the Rockets of Toledo, but it's a lot better than 105-77. So this Wright State team, at least if you go from game to game, getting better. Obviously, they've got a tough road game against Indiana coming up tomorrow, so it's not going to get easier on the schedule for this Wright State Raiders team, but like I said, this tough out-of-conference slate that they've got, they've already played Colorado State. They lost to Toledo last night. Indiana, Davidson, Western Kentucky, Louisiana, all of those teams on the schedule for out-of-conference games for this Raiders squad. It's only going to help them when it comes down to Horizon League play because you're obviously going to have your tough teams inside of the Horizon League. I think Wright State was only projected to finish 4th in the conference at the end of the regular season, but you talk about getting yourself ready for that conference slate of games. Obviously, like I mentioned yesterday, you've got IUPUI coming up on the 29th of this month, and then you don't have another conference game until you face Green Bay December 29th, so you've got a whole month in between your first and second conference games, but you're still going to be facing some pretty tough competition between now